It is literally impossible to be a woman. You are so beautiful and so smart, and it kills me that you don't think you're good enough. We always have to be extraordinary, but somehow we're always doing it wrong. You have to be thin, but not too thin. And you can never say you want to be thin, you have to say you want to be healthy, but you also have to want to be thin. You have to have money, but you can't ask for money because that's crass. You have to be a boss, but you can't be mean. You have to lead, but you can't squash other people's ideas. You're supposed to love being a mother, but don't talk about your damn kids all the time. You have to be a career woman, but always be looking out for other people. You have to answer for men's bad behaviour, which is insane, but if you point that out, you're accused of complaining. You're supposed to say pretty for men, but not so pretty that you tempt them too much, or that you threaten other women because you're supposed to be part of the sisterhood. But always stand out and always be grateful, but never forget that the system is rigged, so find a way to acknowledge that, but also always be grateful. You have to never get old, never be rude, never show off, never be selfish, never fall down, never fail, never show fear, never get out of line. It's too hard and it's too contradictory, and nobody gives you a medal or says thank you. And it turns out, in fact, that not only are you doing everything wrong, but also everything is your fault. Is your body currently on trend? Trending bodies are nothing new, and we see them historically all the time. Interestingly, we don't see a spike in eating disorders until the 1920s, the flapper girl era, where the tiniest bodies were very much on trend. We again see a spike in eating disorders in the 1980s, the height of diet culture, where women's bodies were trending at their lowest weight to date. By the 1990s, anorexia nervosa had the highest mortality rate of any mental health condition, and the prevalence of obesity spiked. So with a fantastic new Barbie movie out, let's chat about Barbie and whether she has influenced or dictated any body trends. In March 1959, the first ever Barbie hit the shelves. Ruth Handler, the co-owner of Mattel, noticed a gap in the market when playing with her own daughter for dolls which helped girls envision their own futures, beyond baby dolls and motherhood. But here's where it becomes really interesting. Barbie's appearance as a doll was actually modelled on another doll that was sold as a racy joke for men in tobacco shops. There's so much to unpack there, but let's not go there today. Ironically, this doll ended up becoming a real success with children, so Handler bought the rights to the doll and Barbie was created. She was constructed to have the same glamorous appeal as some of the movie stars of the time, like the beautiful Marilyn Monroe. And Barbie really did allow girls to see their future in such beautiful and vivid detail, with Barbie herself having over 200 jobs in her lifetime, including being the President of the United States. However, whilst this is all amazing, her body type didn't give much wiggle room to allow girls to envision what they should look like as they did these fabulous careers. In fact, Barbie's proportions were so out of proportion they would be anatomically impossible for a woman to replicate. Yikes. In 2013, artist Nikolai Lamb created what he termed normal Barbie, using the measurements of the average 19-year-old American girl, and the differences were stark. Just like the fabulous Sex and the City promoted the fact that women could have it all as long as they were white, thin and wealthy, Barbie almost certainly fell into the white feminist trap of you can have it all as long as you look like me. Mattel released very few Barbies of colour throughout the years, and her proportions did not change at all. Also, if you're enjoying this video, hit the like button, it will absolutely make my day and it will help other viewers know that I exist. However, in 2016, Mattel finally released the Barbie Fashionista line, which included dolls of a variety of differing intersections, including 4 body types, 7 skin tones, and a wide variety of hair and eye colours, in a positive attempt to address the criticism they were receiving about their lack of diversity. I do believe that Greta's done a beautiful job in the Barbie movie at really unpicking very eloquently some of the problems with the white feminism around Barbie of its time. It has a really self-aware dialogue about body image pressures and white saviorism, and the often unbending pressure that the patriarchy puts on young girls and women. It acknowledges very early on in the movie how Barbie's progressive nature in allowing girls to be or do whatever they wanted to do really fell at odds at her patriarchal body type and standards. Whilst of course Barbie allowed us to dream big and have amazing goals and aspirations for our future, she also gave some really severe ideology in regard to what we should look like when doing this. Barbie was very much a double-edged sword for a lot of us. The birth of Barbie allowed us to push for a life we were deserving of out with the home and motherhood, to go to space, to open our own businesses, to become President of the United States, and to create a better, more equal world for all of us. But she simultaneously encouraged the very patriarchal standards that were around us at the time, particularly in the 80s and 90s, with her unrealistic body image. With Barbie's progression in her body types and intersectionality, as well as Greta Gerwig's absolutely spectacular piece of pretty pink social commentary, I do believe we are seeing change in the way that we produce toys which encourage healthy ideals around bodies. But there's still work to be done in making children's toys a more intersectional space to learn, grow and play in. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, head over to the community tab on my channel where you can vote on the next video that you'd like to see. I'll see you soon, my love.